Today, companies across different verticals have access to vast amount of data. Yet, this vast array of data is as complex as it is valuable. It is derived from various sources, represented in different formats, and travels at varying speeds. Any delay in acting on this data can result in perishable insights seriously impacting decision making, often at great cost to the organization. To help companies overcome the data ingestion challenge, DataTorrent has built application templates for some of the most commonly used data sources and data sync. These application templates allow developers to ingest data from a broad spectrum of data sources, including Kafka, HDFS, S3, and write it to popular data sinks such as HDFS, Kafka, and Cassandra. Easy to use, fault tolerant, these pre-built application templates enable enterprises to build and enhance applications faster to accelerate time to market. Build applications without the need for specialized coding skills. Lower the cost of operational support. In this video, we are going to look at how to customize HDFS to Kafka app template. So I have a HDFS to Kafka app template Git repository cloned on my machine. It's DataTorrent/app templates, and I have imported the corresponding project in my favorite IDE, which is Eclipse. Just for the introduction, let's have a quick walkthrough for the source code. So we have application.java. So this is the important method or the entry point for the application, which is popular DAG method. So in this we define few operators and connect them using streams. So for this particular application, we had FS record reader module, which is reading from HDFS, and Kafka output operator, which is writing to Kafka, and we are connecting them with a stream called data. Now to customize this application, there are some instructions given in the code block. We will go through them, but before that let's look at the code structure. So Pojo event class has few fields like account number, name, and amount. So we are expecting that HDFS file will have these records separated by new line and fields separated by pipe separator, and then we will pass these records, transform it in a sense that name will be converted to uppercase, then again serialize it to convert objects into string, and then write those strings to Kafka. So our end-to-end pipeline will look like record reader, then CSV parser or delimited parser, transform, CSV formatter, and Kafka output. Then we have few properties file. It has mandatory attributes, so stuff like the topic on which the Kafka output should be emitted, and source to read from HDFS, and then producer properties like what is the serializer for your tuples. or what is your broker for Kafka. And then we have few test classes for unit tests. And then over here we have something called as configuration files, cluster configuration, and the sandbox memory configuration. So cluster configuration can be used for medium to large size clusters, and sandbox memory configuration can be used for single node clusters or data torrent RTS sandbox edition. So these are pre-built configuration. You just have to select these configurations. But if you are interested in fine-tuning the advanced properties, for example, let's say instead of this object you have your own object, you will have to change respective property from this XML. So all the operators will now operate on your new object instead of Pojo event. So you have to change tuple class attribute. Then here we are defining schema. So we are saying account number, name, and amount are the fields, and we are specifying their corresponding data types. We are also specifying what should be the field separator, and for formatter we are also specifying if we want any line separator. Okay, so let's start with the customization. So if we look at the instruction, we are going to have this pipeline, right? So it says we have to add these operators first. Let's add them over here. I will just uncomment this stuff. There it says that use Kafka output operator for string instead of byte array. So we will replace this byte array with string 1. Then it says that replace the stream connection with following streams. So now we have longer pipeline instead of just one stream connecting to operators. So I will comment this line over here and add few more lines. So I think the operators are connected and we have streams connecting those operators. Now we have to change few configurations from properties.xml and properties test.xml. So over here, producer properties. Now the serializer is string encoder. And same applies for properties.xml. And the last instructions is that in application test we have to replace this line with something called as test event transform, because now we are transforming our incoming tuples to uppercase with this transform expression. So here we are saying that whatever is my incoming Pojo, take name field from that Pojo and convert it to uppercase. So let's change this name to transform. Let's try to run this unit test. And unit tests are passing. So we are good to go. So let's compile it using Maven. Again it will run unit tests. And it says that all the tests are passed, 0 failures, and build is successful. And we can see there is application package created with extension.apa. It's inside target directory, and since we have given maven install command, it will also copy this artifact to .m2 repository of your maven. So we need to upload this APA file to gateway. So let's switch to data torrent RTS installation. Go to develop tab, and we already have one version of HDFS2 Kafka Sync application. Let's delete that and let's upload the fresh one. So whatever is file created just now, I will upload. It says upload is in progress. And we can close this, and it says that you will be informed when it is completed. We can see the uploaded package over here, which we uploaded just now. Now I click on launch. Again we repeat the same step as in basic video. So I'm selecting cluster memory configuration, insert configuration, and for custom properties, now we have serializer class, which is string encoder instead of default encoder, and my broker is on node 17 from my cluster. My test topic is test event, and the source location for HDFS is something like user Devendra event data. Okay, so let's launch this application and see what happens. We can see application launch is in progress. We got a notification saying that application is launched successfully. As we can see over here, now the DAG is like the record reader which is reading from HDFS. Then we have CSV or delimited parser, And then we have transform operator, which is basically transforming one of the fields to uppercase. And then we have formatter, which is converting these objects to strings. And then we have Kafka output operator, which is writing to Kafka. So we can see the records are getting processed and getting written out to Kafka. If we go to physical tab, we can see the metrics for each of the physical containers. Okay, so that's all. So we looked at how to customize this application, introduce some processing logic in between while reading data from HDFS and writing to Kafka. Thank you. So please visit App Hub page from your RTS installation and import application of your choice and try it out today. Goodbye.